Hi people, this is Gio of Aroundtable and Gio's Real World, and today will be this one here. X-Men, Uncanny X-Men 700 or 35, how you prefer. So here there's three writers, and these are the three writers who did all the miniseries going from A to Z there. So there's Jerry Duncan, there's Al Ewing, and there's Kieron Gillen. Okay, so they're all in this title. An artist, forget about to mention the whole fleet of people in there. So this is the aftermath. What happens after all these miniseries goes into line? Orchis doesn't exist. Well, doesn't exist. Got defeated. So now they're trying for normality. See, I thought when I seen this going on that something would happen and the mutants will restart over again. Because the reason I thought of that, because the Beast was evil with the X-Men when he went, Wolverine issues. They create clones and this and that. They create clones of himself and Wolverine. And all of a sudden, like you see all the future books of the X-Men after this one here, that the Beast is part of the X-Men. I'm like, okay, something must have happened. How did all of a sudden the Beast? Because don't forget, I don't buy all the X titles because forget about it. I don't work in the bank and I want have the keys to the safe of the bank, you know. So I buy the ones that intrigues me, that I like the art, the storyline, where it's going, what's more to my taste. So the Beast, how he got reformed, I have no idea. So I probably have to buy one or two issues to find out how he got reformed, or if it makes sense. So this one here, it's more or less the storyline. What happens after the enemy of my enemy? Okay, you know the question, the metaphor. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Well, once that enemy is defeated, what happens now? And this is where the story is going with this. So it's like, so you have Apocalypse, you have Eidos, you have all these people together. At a certain point, you see Dr. Doom appears. He wants a seed. What's for what reason? Who knows for later on? Which is, I like that. They're kind of pulling you in, saying, okay, what's Dr. Doom's intentions, you know? Then Mystique's revenge in there. Then Professor X, what is his agenda? Is he becoming Magneto? And Magneto's becoming Professor X, you know? Because at a certain point, because in the fall of the X-Men, the House of the X, you feel that when they're talking, Magneto he talks more like Professor X used to, and vice versa. So where does that go? Who knows? And then what's it called? The certain point over there, there's a kid, which I forgot which title it was, which miniseries was. His name is Ravka, and he comes from Krakoa, and he's like 15 years passed by, so he's old and everything. So they're saying like now that Krakoa, where it was in the Phoenix zone, which the hot white space there, they're planning to go back again. Because that's where they believe they are. They don't want to be the next new gods or this and this. They just want to live a peaceful life and everything. So he's telling everybody make their peace with the earth is worth life, saying who wants to stay, they stay, and who wants to return back with him, going back to the inner white zone, they can say bye to their loved ones, you know. So he's saying he's talking to Apocalypse. He goes because I'm leaving this and that. Goes there. So thank you for everything you taught us, but your teaching is not to our way of teaching, and we're taking different paths from you because your teaching is old school kind of thing, and we're going to new school. So he's giving his hand, and Apocalypse goes, he's going for the hand, he grabs him, and then he slams him to the earth, to the ground. Goes, and you're telling me this? Goes, who the heck are you? Like I didn't expect that. Okay, I thought Apocalypse goes, okay, look, you're right for what your point of view. But to him, he felt like he was spitting in my face, saying that all I did was a part of history and doesn't make sense to you guys because you've been isolated from reality. And well, really think of it, they were out of reality for 15 years, and now you're gonna come and be a smart mouth with me? Oh my god! Then you see him against all the X-Men's there, and then you think about 2-3 teams of X-Men. You have the X-Force, the X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men, all that. And he doesn't give a fiddling hoot. So to me, I'm like, holy crap, how powerful this guy is, you know? He has guts, you know? Certain things when there was I freaking out with what the Nightcrawler does with his eyes. But overall, was a different artist. So certain arts, when they took over, doesn't make sense because like, okay, wait, wasn't this where Storm was? Where is she now? Okay, how does this this came to that in being in that point. But more or less, you kind of have to fill in the blanks by yourself. But you know, it's a fighting sequence, you know. So it was, well, I liked it. I enjoyed it. But now what happened is this: they're gonna sucker us in with all these titles coming out. It'll be the Uncanny X-Men, sorry, X-Men, Expendable X-Men, Exceptional X-Men, excuse me, X-Force, NYX, and then the Phoenix. So now it's going back to the drawing board that you cannot buy all these comic books and buy other comics that you love. You have to cut down. So you have to find out, you have to buy them and find out which one is to your cup of tea, which one it isn't, which one's going to the directions that you like or don't like, it is not. So it's back to chaotic time, because as much as I did enjoy it, I'm sorry. I'm not a multimillionaire person, so I gotta go, like, I'm looking at it and saying, damn, now it's back to doing research and everything. Which one will be to my cup of tea? Or, because like these miniseries. Certain miniseries, I told you, the Dead X-Men, it's not my style. It's too peaceful, it's too illogical. And then other ones were like, ooh, this one I like. So this has to be the same thing now. Now you and I, we have about 6 titles. We have to discover, out of all these 6 titles right now, don't forget, some of them might stop, and then they might put 2 other titles, and you can think of all the names of the past, like X-Force and all this crappy thing, Expendable, whatever, Exceptional, and this and that. You can put other names in here that, Mutant X and all the kind of things. So we're going to go with this. You have to have the ching-ching. So that's it. So far, I did enjoy the read. It kind of, it's the ending for all the miniseries going in there, and they're saying where they're going with this, you know. I thought, so I thought it would be like the new Marvel Universe, kind of, that something happens that the mutants starts all over again, and there's also going to be like new villains coming along. At a certain point, there is a new villain coming into scene. So what's this thing's happening and everything, we don't know. So overall, it's a not bad read. But now it's being time to buy all the research and how much money you could afford. So that's it. So far it's pretty well. I did really enjoy it. It ends the series, everything good in a good way. But that's it. So now it's like, yeah, the inner me is like, damn, again I'm gonna spend money on stupidity because I have to find out. I have to find out which one is to my cup of tea and which one isn't. So that's it. So Gio out, and subscribe, press your likes, and give me your opinion. I'll let you guys go. Ciao, guys. Bye-bye.